Hey everyone, it's Liam. Welcome to my first video for 2014. So I'm going to be going over a few changes I'm making to the channel over the next year. But first, I think I should show you some of the cool things that I got for Christmas. And here we are in the lounge. I'm sure some of you will be surprised that for once I've actually edited one of my videos. However, I was thinking to myself, I've been doing this thing for nearly 3 years. I need to move away from being just some one-take camera YouTube vlogger to something way better. So I've got 5 gifts laid out around here. I've actually got a 6th one that I'll show you later. But I'm going to show you them. First, Doctor Who 50th Anniversary Monopoly. This was actually a gift for all the Bateman children, but since I'm the only YouTuber under this roof, I think it's my job to show it off. Doctor Who Monopoly, well, of course, it's the same as Monopoly, but there are a few differences. For example, they don't use the usual stuff like cars and shoes. They use items of significance to the Doctor. So the 11th Doctor's bow, the sonic screwdriver, the 7th Doctor's umbrella, just to name a few of the other Doctor's equipment that you can play as during this game. The train stations are now TARDIS squares, and instead of buying properties, you buy episodes of Doctor Who, each categorised with their villains. So you've got the Daleks, you've got the Cybermen, you've even got the Time Lords. It is a pretty fun game, and on Christmas Day our family got a little bit competitive when we were playing it before Christmas dinner. The next thing I'm going to show you, brand new letter opener from my family in Singapore. It's modelled after King Arthur's legendary sword, Excalibur, and it is now one of my most prized possessions. Yes, I know, it's merely supposed to be for opening letters, but my brother and I actually had tiny sword fights when we first got them. And they are pretty fun. Funny. You just sharpen the blade. You could use this weapon. You could use this for a more sinister purpose. But anyway, enough about that. My other present was from my sister Natalie, and it's a mini pop vinyl figurine of Gollum. Gollum is one of my favourite fictional characters. He's also one of the best characters that I can do a really good impression of. My precious. Yeah, Gollum's pretty cool. He's not the only character that I can do a good impression of. I can also do a pretty good Herbert the Pervert. No back talk or I'm gonna slap you right in your penis. I also got some clothes, but I'm not sure if I should show you those. And I got a few vouchers, but once you've seen one, you've seen them all. However, I used my JB Hi-Fi voucher to get Lego Marvel Superheroes for PC. It's a really, really good game. And if you're ever stuck between Lego Batman 2, which I have on the Nintendo Wii, or Lego Marvel Superheroes, get Lego Marvel. It's way better. I might do a comparison video maybe later on. But you can play as some of the greatest characters in the Marvel Universe. You can play as all the characters that were featured in the Avengers. You can play as the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Spider-Man, and some of the great villains like Venom, Green Goblin, Vulture, Doctor Doom, Loki, Red Skull. And of course you can play as the legendary Deadpool. And my other gift, Batman Arkham Origins. Batman Arkham Origins is by far a really, really good prequel. It has really good boss fights, an excellent story, and whilst the voice acting could have been better, it was overall a really good game. And I really recommend it. However, a little warning if you're planning to get Batman Arkham Origins for PC. There was a bit of a bug at the end of the boss fight. I've managed to overcome it. However, if you are planning to get it for PC, I recommend that you buy a gamepad, or if you have an Xbox 360 at home, use one of those. This way you can easily overcome the bug without having to resort to things like overwriting the file or lowering the resolution. So I've showed you the 5 presents I have laid out on my table. So I think I'm going to take you outside for a minute. And here is my bow. So a while ago, my brother and his girlfriend came up for Christmas, and, well, my brother got bored, so we went out to the bamboo tree out there in the reserve, and he made some bows. Matthew took one for himself and for Jeffa with him back down to Wellington, but he left one down for me, and I'm quite enjoying it too. Now, it took me a while to get the hang of it, so I'm going to show you how much I've improved with it. So I used to think you were supposed to fire with all 3 fingers, and then like that. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as it is in the movies. However, now that I've learned the proper technique, I'm going to show you how good I am. My main target is that shed. So, here we go. Alright, we're going to need a different stick. Okay, so I've got a bigger stick to use as an arrow, so let's try that again, shall we? So, fire from here. Okay, well I managed to fire it, but didn't manage to hit the shed. Anyway, that's enough from my bow. Now let's head back to my room, and I'll tell you about some of the cool things that I'm going to be doing this year for my channel. And here we are again, back in the bedroom. So, with the new year comes new changes, and my channel is no different. Like I said before, I've been doing the channel for 3 years, and I want to be able to change into something better. So, I'm going to be telling you about a few plans that I have for my channel. Well, one of my New Year's resolutions was to create more YouTube content, so I'm already planning my stop motion video. However, due to my misplacement of my SD card, that has been delayed again. However, I am working on my Medal of Honor Airborne walkthrough, and I've heard about this Content ID copyright thing that's apparently targeting Let's Players. I'm not going to let that stand in my way. I'm not going to let the greedy capitalists of Google keep me from doing what I love. I will do the walkthrough regardless. I'm also going to be doing a school tag very soon in the future, so you'll be able to hear about a few things that have been going on in my school life. I'm also planning a new video. It's going to be a parody of the X-Files, but with a morph suit twist to it. Yeah, it's going to involve morph suits. I mean, I've been trying to work out for ages what to do with my morph suit on YouTube, and that was the first idea that popped into my head. So yeah. And another thing, I'm going to be at Parachute this year, and I may be able to do some videos about my weekend, so I'll be doing videos around what's going on in the village. Plus, I'm hoping to get a meeting in with David Cunliffe, so maybe he'll feature in one of my videos as well. And speaking of politicians, this year is election year, so I'm going to be doing some political videos over the course of the year. I'm going to be focusing on some of the crucial issues that have been going on in New Zealand lately. So, child poverty, asset sales, housing. That's the last of my first video for 2014. Thanks for watching. Live long and prosper.